Hello and welcome. Today is Thursday, and for a long time that hasn't meant anything, but actually today, it does. Mojang have released a new snapshot for Minecraft 1.8. We're looking at 14w17a, and there are actually quite a few cool changes, which we're going to go look at now. Most of these, however, aren't actually in-game, but they will affect a big part of the game. So, the first one we'll have a little look at then is the server listing. As you can see now, you can actually reorder your servers, which is a small thing, but something quite cool actually, I think. Obviously, people probably have servers they play on more. I know I do, so that's cool to be able to reorder them, and you can also use this big arrow button here to join them as well. And as well as that, we've also got some new options. Now, I'm not going to go too much into detail on this because Mojang actually released a video going over quite a lot of it, so that's going to be in the description if you want to go watch that, but let's have a little look at it. So what we've got then is, we've actually got a new world type, and we can actually completely customize our worlds, and I mean completely. There is an option for everything. As you can see on this page, we can set the sea level, we can set whether strongholds, mine shafts, ravines spawn, we can choose caves, villages, temples, dungeons, water, you can choose everything. You can choose the rarity, you can even set biome specific, so you will only have that biome, and it covers every biome that's even in this game. You've got sizes, then you've got another page. And this one's really, really cool. I don't think this was in the video, maybe it was and I missed it, but I didn't think they were going to do anything like this. But you can actually set and completely customize the way things spawn, including ores. So you can choose how big of a pool they'll spawn in. You can choose the max height they'll spawn at, how hard it will try to spawn them, a minimum height. You can set everything, which I think is very, very, very cool. And these next few pages are, as it says, expert users only. I'm not 100% sure what these are, but these change things. And here, I think this page is just to set these more accurately than sliders. But what we're actually going to do is, I need to get in a game so I can show you some things. So let's just hit randomize a bunch of times and hit done. And let's do this. Let's see what that does. Let's create our new world with these random options. And let's have a look. This might take a minute to load up, and then we've got to wait for it to render a little bit, but there is another very cool feature which I can show you once we are in game. Turns out I'm in the water. So what have we done then? Wow, we've created a village in the water. That's pretty cool. We've got some very weird generation going on here. It kind of looks like everything's been squished. My frame rate's dropping a lot, but that's obviously because the world's rendering for the first time. Yeah, we've got some very weird. And what's going on with this biome? Is this a savanna? Oh, I'm getting a lot of lag from this. Yeah, it is. A savanna plateau. Yeah, so this is looking pretty weird. No, it's quite a cool feature though. I do think this is gonna mean a lot of stuff for a lot of people. People are gonna be able to create such crazy worlds, and it's gonna be very, very, very good. Right, so the next command then. Why have I got caps on? Let me go over to 00. Oh, it obviously doesn't work with caps. So let me try that one again. Let me go over to 00. Now, this is one that, I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure exactly how the syntax works. I can only seem to get it to do this at 00, and I've messed about with it a bit, and I'm obviously missing the point, but we now have a way to create world borders, and we can do that without the use of any kind of plugin and messy, ugly bedrock walls. We don't need MC Edit or anything like that. We just need the one command, which is world border. And as you can see here, it tries to tell you the syntax. It doesn't actually help you very much, but if you type in world border set, it will give you the syntax. So what we can do then is we can set this size in blocks. So let's set it to 5 blocks, and let's just see what it looks like. And there we go. So you can see this is 5 blocks wide, and we are in the center. It centers at 00, it seems. And you can see the animation for it. It's very, very, very cool. And it goes all the way up forever and down forever. And it's very good. And there is one other thing you can do with this now. So let's make this a little bit bigger. Let's make this 100. And I assume this is done so it will kind of combat lag, because it's obviously, these must count as blocks or entities or something similar. So this must be for lag, but you can actually set the time it takes for the world border to expand to that size. Now, hopefully, you're going to be able to use minus, because you could probably do some very cool things with survival game maps and stuff if you could shrink the border. Let me do that then. So if we do 10, let's do 5 seconds, and this will take now 5 seconds to become 100 wide. And there you go, and it kind of spreads out, which I think is quite cool. And then we can, I should be able to show you now is as you get further away, the texture starts to fade out, but it looks like we're a little bit too close. Yeah, we're a little bit too close, but let's send it on a mission. Let's send it to 1,000. And as you can see, it does fade out. So it's not an ugly thing you're always looking at. Currently, there is no logic in place for being outside of the border. If you're outside of the border, you are stuck, basically. And I also am not 100% sure on how to remove the border, just how to resize it. So it could just be... This will change. This is a snapshot, as you all know by now, so it turns out, in fact, I was a little bit wrong, and you can definitely set the center of the world border with the command world border center. After that, you type in your X and Z coordinates. So let's move this then, so you can see that in action. So we'll go world border center, and let's move it to, where are we, 0.26. Let's move it to 0.26, and you'll see that now centers around us. Another thing that I failed to mention was that the world border is actually set at 60 million blocks by default when you spawn a brand new world. So there goes the Farlands. That's what we've got going on with the world border, which I think is a very cool feature. So let's jump out of this then. Let's head over to my test world, and I'll show you the other little feature that we've got going on. So there is one other thing which I'll mention because I can't really show you, there's not much point in showing you, and that is that they've reverted all of the minecart changes. And I'm not sure how I feel about that, because I thought it made them a little bit more realistic. Maybe not the speed, but the corners and the jumping and stuff. That was kind of cool. So what we've got here then is, let me just pick this stuff up. We now have a new model for the Endermites, as you can see here. They recently were purple silverfish. Well, you come back here. And now they are little blobs. Very similar, but different nonetheless. They're now little blobs, which is very cool. I'm glad that they did get their own thing. Wow. They're all kind of freaking out right now as well. I am very glad that they got their own textures. And the other thing that actually is not quite a feature yet, because I don't think it's implemented properly, which is why it isn't working. But I want to show you anyway, because it's kind of funny. The Mugminer tweeted out the other day about how when you shear a sheep in the Pocket Edition and it's coloured, you can still see what colour it is, and you can't do that in the full game. So I think the idea was that when you had a coloured sheep and you sheared it, it would show you the colour underneath. But what's actually happened is we now get yellow wool from blue sheep, and apparently it's not just blue sheep. Apparently this works with all of the sheep. I would just get a new one. Apparently they're all the wrong colour. So that's obviously a bug that will be changed. That is not on purpose, I'm sure, unless it's just for a little bit of fun during the snapshot. But it will go back to normal, I'm definite of that. But yeah, that's just something I thought I'd show you. So there is one other bug that actually kind of hints to something changing soon, and I really hope that it does and it's not just an all-round bug. That is that when you stack half slabs, with these stone ones, it connects the textures, and I think that looks so much better. But the reason I'm saying it's a bug is because if you do this with any other stone, it turns into one of these. So hopefully the bug is that they all turn into these and shouldn't, and eventually only the stone ones will turn into this, but yeah, it could just be a bug. At the moment, all of the wood slabs are okay. They turn into wood, into the planks, but these sadly turn into this. So if you do log into your world in the snapshot and suddenly all of your slabs turn into stone, you now know why. So that pretty much covers all of this. Remember, if you do want to see the world customization in better detail, then head to the description. I've got the Mojang video down there and you can watch it all. Yeah, if you want to grab this snapshot, again, as always, I have the instructions in the description, a link to where you can find the full changelog and everything else. And yeah, I do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you do, let me know. And oh, I also have Twitter now as well. My handle will be on the screen probably, and you can find it also in the description. So feel free to do that, and if you did enjoy this video, let me know over there, because I don't have any friends yet. But yeah, I'll see you next time.